Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about tips on how to add exercise at home and different things that you can do to increase your amount of physical activity. It's obviously having a structured program or some type of class is really good, but it's also good to add physical activity just at home on your own. There's different ways that you can improve with that. If you remember the last time, I talked about limiting the times that you are sitting or laying down. So that's a really easy way. Like I said, every 20 to 30 minutes, if you can get up and try to move or do some kind of thing. It's just limiting the amount of times that you're sitting down, and it will add to the total amount of movement that you end up doing in a day. So that's a really good first tip. Some people, if you have a clock or a watch, sometimes they'll put a timer. If you're watching a specific show that's 30 minutes, then when it's done, it's easier to kind of know when 30 minutes is done. Trying to put physical activity in your schedule as well. So for some people, finding time to be active is a little bit more difficult, but sometimes when you see it on paper or on your calendar, it's a little bit easier to remember to do it, and it makes it a little bit more realistic too for them. So trying to schedule it just like you would be scheduling a meeting or scheduling a date with a friend or things like that. So trying to put it in your calendar so that it makes it more real, and then you can work around doing some physical activity in your day. It's also a good idea to try to track your physical activity just to know how much you're doing. So some people will use like smart watches if you have them, just to track how much you're doing in a day, but a step counter does work too. You can track how many steps you're doing in a day, and then you can see if you're adding more physical activity, then you can tell by the amount of steps that you're doing too. You might be doing more steps throughout the day. Sometimes having a journal where or an agenda where you put your physical activity in, so you put the times that you're going out for a walk, or put the times that you went out for some biking or some swimming, and then you can see if you're hitting your goals for the week too when you have it in paper, instead of just having it in your head. And makes it a little bit easier to look into it, and a little bit easier to see the times that you're doing the physical activity.